I'm very excited today to be having the X-M5 from Fujifilm with me. When this camera was revealed, I was very skeptical at first and also curious at the same time to see if a camera with such a small form factor would be functioning in the real world. Fujifilm India happily gave this to me for quite a few days to test it out, and I've been putting through its paces for the past few days, uh, having done quite a few shoots with this. I thought I'd like to share my experience with you as to how this camera functions and what are the things that I found, and show you some images and take you along with me for the journey. When I first picked up the camera, I called a couple of my friends and I said, come, let's do a fine art portrait series. Uh, they came over to my studio, we picked up a pineapple and we just started shooting. One of the very first thing that I noticed when I was using this camera is that the quality of the LCD is amazing. And right over here is the film simulation dial, right? As I'm switching through it, all the main simulations are here, like your acros and your negatives, and you get also about 3 custom film simulations that you can program into any one of the 3. However, this camera has 20 film simulations that if you want to go, you can go into the menu, pick up the ones that are not provided over here. When I'm holding the camera like this and shooting, it feels good. However, because it's small, I'm having difficulty reaching the joystick with one hand. So I really have to hold it in two and then go back down, choose my focus and then shoot. Sorry, okay. So this camera has great image quality. It has a 4th gen sensor and a 5th gen processor with AI capabilities and with the latest autofocus. Everything that I shot was spot on. Talking about image quality, I was very surprised by how good the images were. But apart from that, what surprised me even more was the video capabilities. This camera has 6.2K video recording at 30 frames per second, 4K at 120 and 1080 Full HD at 240 frames. Now, during my second commercial shoot, we were photographing art materials at Hindustan Trading, and the pastels that we were photographing were too good that we decided to do a video on the spot. And the best thing about using this camera is that you can do vertical videos while holding your camera horizontally. And because of a screen that can pop out like this, the composition was made very easy. And because I was holding the camera horizontally, I was also able to get a good stable video. I was surprised by how well this camera is optimized. Apart from its great photo and video features, the optimization really works. For the small size of the battery, I got up to about 600 shots for the day, and this camera is catered more towards social media content creators. One about shooting vertically, where you can flip the screen out, shoot yourself, and it's also for someone who wants a small camera, who can take this out, run and gun out on the streets, shoot without any distractions. However, this camera is not suited for a person who is seriously into photography, who is used to using the EVF, because one, this camera doesn't have an EVF, and number two, this camera doesn't have IBIS. Now, without IBIS, it might be a little bit of a struggle to get steady shots at lower shutters, and even in terms of video, having like a steady video might be a little bit of a trouble. However, this camera, what it does really well.